Fitness and food are something he's always been passionate about. Pali Village Cafe, Pali Bhavan, Su Casa, and many other brands are what Suren Joshi is synonymous with. Founder director of this company, I'm lucky to have with me here Suren, who's going to tell us a little more about the success of his brand and what success really means.
Hey,
hi Suren.
Good morning.
Hi.
Nice to be here.
Thank you for being here. So Suren, do tell us, how did this journey really start? Of course, we all know that food and fitness is something that you're very passionate about. Was food something that you wanted to sort of get into by way of business, or it just happened?
It didn't just happen, and at the same time, it wasn't something that I knew anything about.
Okay.
It is, honestly, I was bored. I was bored of going to the same places that I kept going to, and I just decided with my friend that, you know what, let's start a restaurant of our own and have things that we want in there for ourselves. And that's how Pali Village Cafe happened, because she was the creative person who created most of the interiors. I was the support to get the things going the way I wanted it. The team was perfect, and it was magic on the day it started. So it was just something, as and when my brand started, as and when I found a location, as and when I found a property, and it went from there. And then I decided what's going to go in there, and that's how we took that forward.
Looking back, Suren, it's been many years since you started the first brand, Pali Village Cafe.
7, 8
years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. So, any tough lessons that you learned in the first year that you can reminisce about?
There's something to learn just about every day. Every day. It's because it's a country we live in. There are so many laws that we need to face, so many different kind of people that we come across, so many different political parties, so many different police issues. They're getting better, honestly, from the time that we started to what it is now. And touch wood, nobody's ever troubled us.
So do you think, Suren, that entrepreneurship is something that can be taught, it can be learned, or is it something that you're born with?
The word entrepreneur, basically what it means is somebody who's taking a risk to start a business. It's literally that simple. And anybody who's starting a business is one. It's just a word that we put forward for me or anybody that's doing, putting forward a business. But as long as you're enjoying what you are doing, I think you're going to be fine. Because everything we have done, we are enjoying whatever we are doing. So I started a gym, something I enjoy doing. Started a restaurant, something I love socializing, so it's something I started off with. There is a risk factor, and there's a certain amount of luck involved, I guess. There's a certain amount of luck involved, but I think it should be fine. Nothing's gone wrong for me, so I don't see anything going wrong for anybody else.
Very positive approach, I must say. So, Suren, tell me something. Do you think, since you mentioned luck, do you think it's hard work, passion, knowledge, skills, luck? Which of these play a role, or do all of these play a role?
I don't work hard. Okay, so I don't work hard. I'm good with management. I'm good with putting a team together. I don't have expertise about a lot of things around here. And as the sooner you accept that, the faster you will grow. You cannot do everything.
Of course.
You cannot be a chef, you cannot be a security guard, you cannot be a valet guy, you cannot be the electrician, you cannot be a furniture repair guy. You get the right people together and walk away.
So you would say that it's a combination of all these factors
Yes. And for any business.
So looking back, Suren, any regrets? Would you have done some things differently? Or are you pretty happy with the way the path has been going?
With all the brands we have, touch wood, all of them doing well, there's no regrets. Maybe I would have said something differently, or maybe I would have called it an experience, but so far so good, everything's going pretty smooth. Yeah.
Do you really think that this is a good time? There's lots of people, young people like yourself and many even younger, who sort of want to jump onto this food and beverage bandwagon now.
Go back 10 years, everybody was an actor or a model. Now this is what's happening to our industry. Everybody's a restaurateur.
Yes.
They don't realize that as fun and game, like the way glamorous and all that this thing looks, there's so much more to it. You will get tired of people. You'll have a bad day and you'll have to face everyone on that day with a smile on your face. Your rentals could be something you have accepted but are not being able to pay, which is the biggest issue we face. The rentals our food costs are high. Our food costs cross 30%. So assuming you make 100 rupees, 30% is gone right there in your food costs. 20-25% is literally going into your rentals. Your electricity bill is under 10-15. You're sitting with nothing, after the taxes and everything, you're sitting with a very small amount. So it all just looks good. So you better get your calculation right. So, and after getting it right also, you can go wrong.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what is that one tip that you would give somebody who wants to get into this business? What is one key thing to watch out for?
There are so many. Look at your rentals, look at your overheads, look at your costings. I mean, just get the numbers right.
Okay.
Getting the numbers right is very important because that is where everyone makes a mistake. Because everyone thinks that just because that guy next door is doing so well, I'm going to do well too. And it doesn't work that way. That guy has done something right to get where he is, and it's not necessarily you're going to make those same combination and magic and get it going for yourself. So numbers is very important, and then everything else. Because there's a period when we started Pali Village Cafe or any restaurant that we started, we used to call it the honeymoon period, which was the beginning. Now there is no more honeymoon period. Now the first 3-4 months is hard work, and then starts the better period. So that because there are so many more options people have to go out now. And when we started Bandra, we only had Basuli Kuruguru. That is what that was. And then there was Pali Village Cafe. And then after Pali Village Cafe came everything else that came around it.
Do you think this is a good time for people to sort of get into the food and beverage business? There's a lot of foreign investors are eyeing this space as well, and they're happy to invest, they're happy to sort of promote this.
I think the smaller models makes more sense. Something like I Think Fitness Cafe that I've started. So it's expandable, lesser investment. That is a better industry to get into today than getting into a bigger one, because higher investments, just way more hard work. I mean, the amount of effort you put into two models is just about the same. Because again, it's like I said, the management is what I do, so the effort is just about the same. But the amount of money I spend to starting a Su Casa or a Pali Village Cafe or a Pali Bhavan, I can start 5 I Think Fitness cafes.
So what's next? What's new on the cards?
We have a few. We have given out a couple of franchises for Su Casa. We have a Pan Asian restaurant coming up in town. So,
what does success really mean to you?
And I've never really looked at success as success or failure as failure. You just put a smile on your face and let it happen. Because once you look at success as success, and when you don't get it, you get disappointed. Because then you benchmark yourself to that. You got to play. You got to take both your failure and success with a smile. In fact, I like looking at failure. I mean, whenever I get something going wrong, that is more important to me to fix than actually looking at success and then putting that into my head.
Looking back, you've been a very, very successful.
But I never looked at it that way. For me, I'm just doing what I'm doing. It's literally, I'm just doing what I'm doing.
So food and fitness are going to be something that you're going to always sort of,
Yes. You never know. I mean, wherever the money is. I mean, honestly, wherever the money is. If something good comes my way tomorrow, someone says, Suren, let's start, I don't know, I mean, as long as I get the right people with skills, because the country we live in, there are so many people with so many amazing skills. It's best to get them on board, give them a percentage in your company and take it forward from there than to keep everything to yourself. I'm very happy giving as long as I'm making. Don't get greedy.
Wonderful. That's it. Thank you very much, Suren.
Thank you.
That was Suren Joshi, the founder and director of I Think Fitness Private Limited, who actually gave us insight into success. But of course, interestingly, he says that success and failure are two sides of the same coin, and he's not really fussed about it. If you enjoy watching Mini Ribeiro, do subscribe to us.